I think the movie is a dark lens on where we are in America right now. I mean, very clearly, the country seems not only in pain, but in a great amount of anger, and with that often comes violence. And so the movie is an exploration of these of regular people who have been forced into their darkest state, their most violent state, to survive.
My character specifically is, you could say, is evil or the bad character, and for me, it was about finding what made him vulnerable, and most of that had to do with Margaret's character and what she triggered. So, even in someone who's sociopathic, there are triggers that will enable an audience to see a glimmer of humanity.
I don't know. I think it's interesting because she's obviously in a really, bad situation, in a really harmful home environment, and some kind of dark domestic violence and relationships, familiar relationships.
I think I want to just add, like, Delia could have been played in a much more one-dimensional way, in a kind of quote-unquote sexy way. And I think what Margaret decided as soon as she got involved was to play her as a lost soul. And I think that's why the character sticks out so, because she's a dreamer. She's just having bad dreams. You know what I mean?
Well, that is.
He's a writer.
It's too easy to say a good guy, bad guy. These are survivors ultimately trying to navigate the bleakness of the landscape. They're all kind of desperate in a way to survive. For Jar, I thought when I read it, I thought Jarhead was one of the kind of most noble characters I've ever read. Someone who has taken this role of father and provider of this family that isn't even his. I mean, these are his stepchildren. He kind of married into this life, but he loves them as though they're his own. There is something very honest and human about just, I have to go and fight for my family to make sure that we all survive. I think he's the hope of the movie, yeah. But I think that hope does come with great consequence as well.